Hello Flosstube, this is Kate Madamice and welcome back to my Flosstube channel. I'm coming back to you after quite a long break. It's been so long since I've seen you all. It was just really busy time, and then I got sick, and then I still feel kind of sick 2 weeks later. But I am here and I'm going to do a Flosstube because I miss y'all. I really do. So I have so much to talk to you about because it's been such a long time. I actually had to write down a good schedule plan for this video, or else we would be here absolutely forever. So the first thing that I'm going to talk to you about is right before my last video, I was getting ready to go up for the Halloween retreat at Sassy Jack's with the primitive Hare, and that was super fun. I'm going to talk to you about some of the haul, smalls, exchange, what we got there. I did a lot of traveling. I'm not going to talk that much about it, but I did a lot of traveling in November. I have a finish. I have a couple finishes, but a couple of them got put into FFOs that I have to show you. I put some pieces in the Coastal Carolina Fair, and I have my results, so I'm just going to briefly share those with you. I went to put together all of my whips for this, and I think largely because of enchanted stitching and all those challenges, I realized that I have put at least 250 stitches in every whip almost. I have only 2 that I haven't put stitches in since the last time I saw you, and one of them I was going to bring out and show you anyway. So here we go. It's going to be an impromptu whip parade today because I might as well just show you them all. And then I think that's about it that I have. So I'm just going to get started because otherwise, again, we'll just be here forever. So Sassy Jack's, Asheville. I loved it up there. It was so pretty. I had such a good time. Josh and our dog, Stella, accompanied me up there. We stayed in a little cabin, got up there a little bit early, so we were able to go hiking one day. It was just, Asheville is beautiful, and Sassy Jack's is a great shop. Their classroom space upstairs is just beautiful. It was such a good time. My friend Abby came with 2 from here, and then Abby Topknot and Ryan from Wild Violet were both there too. That was fun to meet them. My table was fun. It was such a great time. I can't really go over everything, but because again, we'd be here forever. But I've got a bag, my shopping bag from Sassy Jack's, that's been sitting here since then, since the end of October, just sitting on my desk here waiting for a floss tube to happen. I just haven't done it. Oh, by the way, it is Saturday, December 14th today. Yeah, so it's been sitting here for a month and a half. I haven't been using a lot of it. I did cheat and start using some of it because I just couldn't help it, but yeah. Okay. Here's my name tag. Isn't that so cute? With the little witch hat and the squirrel. Okay. Moving into what should I show you first? I'll just go through the pile. We got these cute little buttons. It wasn't all different. There was a few different options, but they were all owls and some ribbon. We each got some banding. You could choose what color banding, and Kim from Sassy Jack's gave us a little chart. I'll just kind of flash it to you back here. So there's witch hats, squirrels, and pumpkins that you can kind of choose and put one of them. Oh no, I don't have a plan for where I'm going to put all this stuff when I'm done talking about it. You can choose what you want to put on that banding. Y'all, my room is going to be an absolute disaster after this. Just going to throw it out there. It's going to be a disaster. Then, what did I buy? So, of course, I bought a couple of things while I was in there. We got some chapstick, a pen, a card. That's on this cute little package. I'm not going to take it all out. There's some stickers in there, business cards, but that's really cute. I'll just take the postcard out. Isn't that so cute? Look at that little squirrel. Oh, perfectly fall. What did I buy while I was there? I will start with just the things I bought from Sassy Jackson, then I'll show you what I bought from the Primitive Hare. Since Izzy from the Primitive Hare was there, it was super sweet to meet her. There was so many models. It was all beautiful. It was so fun to just look at all those models of her work and to listen to her talk about how she got into it. It was just so fun to meet her. Okay, so I bought this large piece of Silkweaver Silver Mist. It's 46 count. And, oh, how can I not get this washed out? It's just a really nice light gray fabric. And it's a super small count, which I really enjoy. So I like using gray as my backdrop more than I like the tan look. So I know, most people, the tea coffee dyed linen is all over and just various shades of brown, natural, all that. And it's gorgeous, but personally, I would rather have a background of a gray, a light gray, than a tan. It's just my aesthetic. So I was super excited to find this Silkweaver because I hear only good things about Silkweaver linen. And it's a small count, which I love, and it's the light gray that I love to work with. So I am really looking forward to using it for something, ? In the future. I got this sulky thread. It's this really nice variegated blue. And my plan for this, my design that I made called Inga's Dance, I will put a picture of it right here. Let me write that down or else I'll forget. I want to stitch her again on a dark blue fabric that maybe isn't variegated at all. And I want to use this sulky thread. Number one, I just want to see what sulky thread is like because everyone loves to talk about it. But I think it would be really cute to stitch her again, but stitch her vertically, the stitches vertically with this variegated thread so that it makes it look like she is the rain, it looks like rain just with her. I just think that would look really cool as a silhouette too. So I would like to stitch her again sometime soon. She isn't a huge piece. I was able to stitch her completely at StitchCon last year. So hopefully if I can get my ducks in a row, I'd be able to get that done sooner rather than later. I bought a couple pairs of scissors. So if you were there and sitting around me, you heard me, talk about scissors and how I have two pairs of scissors. One of them that I keep in my work bag for my piece that I take to work and back, and then another pair that I used at home. And those were the only two pairs of scissors that I had, and I don't really understand the scissor thing. I know that a lot of people really like collecting scissors, and I had two pairs that I enjoyed working with, and so we had this long conversation about why people collect scissors, which is just, I just didn't really get it. But I bought two pairs of scissors while I was there because I got talked into it because I was told I needed to expand my collection, and these are cute and they were pretty cheap. And I guess having more scissors is kind of nice. It's not bad by any means, but these are the two pairs of scissors I got. They're little Bowens. This one's gonna have a tag on it, but I've been using this one. It's got a little seahorse on it. I think it's pretty. And then I also got this one with an octopus on it because I think it's funny. And I haven't been using this at all because I told myself I would only use one until I showed you Flosstube. And here we are, showing you in Flosstube. Now, something else that we got from Kim while we were there is this little block to put your scissors in. This thing is amazing. I love it. I love being able to just stick my scissors in there. I'm not looking for them. They're just right there, easy to find. Love it. That's an ingenious idea. Okay. So let's move into, well, I guess we also got this cute little tiny ruler from Sassy Jacks. Look at that. It's so adorable. You can use it to measure in from the corners when you're starting, or, you know, just like put it out because it's cute. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Okay. Next, okay, let's talk about the Smalls Exchange. I will go ahead and insert a video here in a second of my gift that I had for the Smalls Exchange. I filmed it in the cabin that we were in, and there's a loud noise that happens. I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't blow your eardrums out, but there's a loud boom, and then I started laughing, and there's gonna be a weird pause, and then like a cut. Josh, there was like a bug crawling across the ground, and he was trying to be quiet for me, but he wanted to kill the bug, so you'll just hear the whack in the background. It was pretty funny. So I'll go ahead and put that here. Alright, good morning. Today is Friday, October 25th. So the Sassy Jacks Primitive Hare Halloween workshop is tonight. So I just thought I would show you guys my small. We are in a cute little cabin in Weaverville right now. So here it is. Have it all wrapped up. I'll take it out. And this is just a little piece of fabric. I wanted to put something around it so you couldn't see it from the top. And I thought this was cute, like fall themed fabric that you could easily use to back a small pillow or something. So I just wrapped it in this. And it's this little coffin. When you open it up, I have, you know, the retreat information there, just written on the inside. And I stuck 3 skeins of floss in here. Since it's a Halloween retreat, I stuck with candy themed. So candy corn, lemon drops, and fudge ripple. Plus, I think they're pretty colors. Alright. Stuck a little bat needle minder in here. All of this pretty much is thanks to my friend Abby, who's also coming to this retreat. She got these boxes. She got these needle minders. So hers is similar, but not the same. Definitely not the same. And then so alright, so I just had to pause the video because I was laughing. That loud noise was Josh killing a spider. Okay, and that loud noise is our dog throwing her treat on the ground. Okay. I'll try to do this quickly. So, I made this scissor fob. It's a key. It is, I just backed it with a piece of fabric. This key is stitched 1/1. This is 36 count fabric. And this motif comes from Primitive Hare's Halloween Countdown Tart. And then on the inside, let's see if we can get the light to show you. I've stitched this cute little lady. Her name is Witch Hazel. That's what the chart name is, but I don't remember who designed it. I'll put that on the bottom. But yeah, she just sits in the bottom there. I used the Etoile yellow for her face, and on her stockings there, I think you can see the glitter. All right, and that is my small for the exchange. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. I really liked that project. I thought it was super cute, and I'm really appreciative that Abby found that for us to take. It was the same project, but she changed it. She didn't do the pumpkin head on the woman in the coffin. She did like a witch head and a witch hat, and she put a frog instead of a key in the witch's hands, and then she painted her coffin differently. So I think they were different enough. And this is what I received. This is from Miss Jenny, and it is a little needle book, and it's The Stitcher and the Ripper by Wild Violet. So what's really funny is Jenny was sitting at the same table as Ryan, and this is what she stitched for the smallest exchange. And I think that's just hilarious. Ryan was really popular. There was a few people that gave her designs as smallest exchanges. So I think this is super cute, and I'm excited to be able to start using it now. I just haven't because I've left it in my pile so I could show you, but I'm really excited to use it. I think Jenny said this is the first time that she's made a needle book or anything, and it looks great. I'm really excited to use it, and thank you so much, Jenny, if you see this. Next up, let's get into the pieces that we had for the from the primitive Hare for the retreat. So this is what the retreat piece was. It's called A Spooky Night to All. And that cover picture is pretty dark. It's only 3 colors. It's black and then kind of a burnt orange and then a more maroon type color. But they show up a little bit better than in that picture in person. And then we got all the supplies to finish it like this, except for the mat board and whatever you want to use to make the square shape. But we got fabric for the bag, we got these leaves, we got some twine, and all that. So, oh, I forgot to say, in my small, Jenny also gave me these 3 colors of floss. They're super pretty. Nice variegation, and they are called Spice Drop, Sweet Memories, and Ripe Banana, and it's 6 strand sweets, hand dyed by Jessica Burt. I've never used this floss before. I haven't really ever heard of it, and so I'm excited to give it a try on something. They're pretty heavily variegated, so it should be fun to use them. Okay, back to the retreat piece. So we got all the extra stuff to finish it. Like here are the leaves. They're just really pretty wool cut out. And we also got a smaller project, which there isn't a picture on the cover, but that's okay because I can show you the finished piece. And it is this little pumpkin cat. Isn't it so cute? Oh, I was able to finish this at the retreat. And we got these pumpkins to put the cat in. It's actually, I really like this finishing idea. I think you could do it with anything. You can get these little wooden, cutouts. I see them at like Michael's or Joann's or whatever. I feel like I see them all the time. Just things that are like this, just the little wooden shapes. And all that she did is if you have like a jigsaw, you can drill a hole in the back and then cut out, a circle. And then the jigsaw takes off just enough that you can wrap your fabric around the piece that you cut out of the middle and then just pop it right back in. And like there's no glue or anything holding this in, and it's just in there nice and snug. I think that it's just a brilliant finishing idea in general. And I went ahead and laced the back of it. I need to put a piece of fabric or something just over it to keep all that together, or felt. And then I just put, you know, Primitive Hair Retreat 2019 at Sassy Jax. And she gave a ribbon to put in here. I just haven't put the ribbon in there because I haven't decided how I want to do it yet. So, maybe by next Halloween I'll figure that out so I can put it out. Okay, so another thing that Kim made for us, or had made for us, is these little scissor fobs with the retreat piece on it. And that's super cute. And I'll show you where I am on this piece. So this is one whip that you're going to see kind of out of order here, but, this is where I got on it so far. I only really got this ALL done at the retreat. I was not very, after I finished the cat there, I was more into a chatty mood than a stitchy mood, so I didn't get very much done on this one. Normally I'm a upper left hand corner starter for cross stitching, but since this fabric is just a little bit smaller than I am comfortable with counting from the top left, I was worried that I would miscount and then not have enough room on the side. So I decided to center start it. And then all of this is just me trying to get myself up here to the top left corner. Up here to the top left corner so that I can comfortably fill it in from there. Luckily, it's all just individual motifs, so it doesn't, to me, it doesn't really affect it. I know I'm kind of weird about how I like to stitch, but yeah, so I worked my way up to the top left so I can go ahead and start working, filling it in. I would like to get this one done soon. Oh, and this needle minder is from Abby Top Knot. It's just a little, you know, Halloween-y looking bottle, potion bottle, it looks like. I'm sure I can't read what it says on there, but it's really cool. I think it fits Halloween theme. Okay, and then I bought a few things from the Primitive Hair while I was there. So the first one I bought was this Witches of Salem. I've seen this around a while, and every time I see it I think it's really cool. Just historic. It's got names of the individuals who were wrapped up in all that, and I think that design is really cool. So I bought that. I really liked this model. It's called Witchcraft. Ooh, there we go. Josh says it's a little bit creepy to him because of this eye right here, and he's not sure if he wants it hanging in our house. So I told him I'll just put it in my room so he doesn't have to look at it whenever I get around to stitching it. You know, there's too many good things. Then I also got this Christmas Carol design. And I was going to try to put this on a white or light gray fabric because, I already talked to you about how that is more my aesthetic. But when Josh saw this, he specifically mentioned that he likes the fabric that it's on. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do it on this fabric or something similar. I am a little bit worried about this stuff all kind of blending into the background if I use a gray fabric. I also am going to change it a little bit because I don't want it to be strictly a Christmas piece. I want it to be more about the novel. You know, it's just a classic novel and it happens at Christmas time, but it doesn't have to be just about Christmas. So I think what I'm going to do when I someday stitch this is I'm going to take out Mary and just move Christmas over here and maybe fill this in with a little bit of snowflakes, so that I'm hoping that it'll look kind of like, it's like just a setting, right? It's Christmas, London, 1843. And so I'm hoping that takes away the just holiday theme of it, and it's more just like, this is the setting of this story. It's Christmas in London in 1843. Anyways, I really liked this when I saw it up on the wall. I kept coming back to it. Okay, so that covers the primitive Hare retreat. Okay, so I did a lot of traveling. I did a lot of flying on airplanes, and I just really briefly want to tell you guys that I got this Lowry stand. It's the table stand so that you can clamp it on a table and work on it. And let me tell you, I loved this on airplanes because you can clamp it right to the tray table, put the tray table down and clamp it on there, and then you have a little stand to work. And I like working out with a stand because I like to stitch two-handed, and this just made it so nice. So just a little thing, if you travel a lot and you like stands and you're doing a long flight where you're able to have the tray table down for a while, I mean, I'm just saying this, I really loved it. I like my Lowry stand a lot in general, so I'm a Lowry fan, and then that was just such a great purchase for me. I don't think, did I show you guys my bag that I made? I think I did. I'll go ahead and watch it, and if I didn't show you in the last video, I'll show you I did not, because I didn't decide to make it until after I went to Proto Hare. Just a second. So if you guys follow Linda Jo Pretty Southern at all, I'm writing it down so I don't forget to link her down below. She made for her friend Tara, who was at the Primitive Hare retreat. She made a project bag, for lack of better terms. And I saw Tara's at the Primitive Hare retreat, and I was like, I need to have that for all the travels I'm going to be doing upcoming. So I decided to make one, and I made some changes. So this is what it looks like, what mine looks like. So I added from the pattern, which I can link that below too. I'll go ahead and try to find the bag pattern. So if you guys are sewers or sewists and you want to make this, you can. But I added handles onto the top of it so you can carry it around like a little briefcase. And then I added this pocket in the front, so I would put my scissors and needles in here and highlighter. And then you just unzip the top here. And there's essentially 4 project bags in here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is my fabric on the inside. It's just really pretty. And I adore this thing. It was such a good thing to have for all the travels. I was able to put 4 separate projects in here. Of course, I couldn't have a Q-snap or anything. They're kind of too small for that. But I would keep the Q-snap separate and like break it down into the 4 parts so it was easier to pack and put together. And then when I got through security and stuff in the airport, I would put everything on the Q-snap, put one of the 4 pieces on the Q-snap, and work on it on the plane. And then, you know, you can break it back down. You can take it out of the Q-snap and put the threads and fabric back in here, and the Q-snap broken back down and put back in a bag. It worked so well for me, and I loved it. So this thing, just perfect. And I think that's all. You know, I flew a lot. I traveled a lot. I'm pretty sure that's why I am sick. I'm pretty sure I picked up a bug from somewhere. It's hard to say where because I was around a lot of people. for about a month straight. All right. Moving on to finishes. Guys, this is just going to be a long video. Sorry, not sorry. I think you guys like seeing cross stitch, and I think you guys like listening to cross stitch stuff and chatter, because why else are we here? So, sorry, not sorry. It's going to be a long video.